evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Richter. And today I'm going to attempt to take this B right here. I'm going to use this one because on my paper that I showed the other day, my coordinates were 80, 120. So the closest thing I have to 80, 120 is this 100, 120. And once again, this is why you do an engineering design paper. You lay these guys out, and then you know the coordinates on your engineering design paper, and then everything works together. If you do them separately, you're going to run into problems. Like right now, these coordinates are going to be off. But anyway, I'm going to try to make it work and see what happens. Once again, this is something that I just want to do so you guys see how I do it, and then you can adapt it to make it work the way you want to do it. So if it doesn't work tonight, hey, I'm okay with that because I'm just showing you methods, and you take these methods and you adapt them to do what you want to do. And by the way, when you're in computer science, when you look something up on the internet, probably not going to be about 95%. It's not going to be exactly like what you want to do. You have to take somebody's ideology and methods and creativity, and then you have to remix it to do what you want to do. So here we go. I'm going to take this B right here, B number 2, and I'm going to make him fly and crash bomb down in here and dive bomb into the spaceship or into the end of the screen. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and find out what's going on here. Image reach. Okay. And here you go. Here's my coordinates X, coordinates Y. All right, so this guy is going to change. This guy is 100, 120. So you're going to change this to be the first coordinate point is 100, 120. And its angle is 0. All right. All right, so you go through my paper there. The next one is 95, 115. So you're just going to go duplicate this. 95 is the X. Duplicate this guy. And 115 is the Y. And his angle degree measure was 45 degrees. You just look at that paper. That's all you do. So you can take this guy here. Right. And you're just going to get a bunch of these. You're going to fill them in. Pretty redundant, but you just keep filling these blocks in. And what I would actually recommend doing is doing the X's first and then copy and paste and do the Y's, so you got all these guys over there. So if you got a mouse, you can do it quicker. Right click, duplicate. Oh, that's cool. They all came out, so that's fine. I'll just shove these guys over here. That is another quick way of doing it. The more you can copy and paste, the quicker you can go. But once again, this is not a hard process. I don't think anyone's mind blown right now. You can take this guy right here and delete it. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right. And just duplicate this guy, finish this guy out. Duplicate this guy, finish this guy out. Duplicate this guy, finish this guy out. And one more time. Okay, there we go. So now let's just start filling in. I'm going to go 95. Then I'm going to go 90. Then my X's. Then my next X is 70. So it's moving to the left. And then my next X is 65. And then my next X is 60. And then my next X is, just go right down. I'm reading right off my paper. This is not hard. I have that diagram that I showed you yesterday. This guy's 85. And then this guy goes down to 90. This guy goes to 82. Yep, you can have different numbers in there. This guy goes to 75. This guy goes to 45. This guy goes to 50. Now he's coming back around to the right. And he's going to go to 80. And then you're going to go 85. Oops. Should we get that in there right? Just take your time, do it right. 85, 90, 90, 120. Oh, no, I'm sorry. There's a 95 in there. $120. 120 again. 110. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. This gets to be a pain when you start doing this stuff. You drag this guy up here. If you don't get these on the very end, they become complicated, tough to deal with. So I need the 110, 80, 75, 70. 110, 80, 75, 70. So I think that's it. $80. $75. You guys are gonna have to test this. This is going to be a lot of testing and debugging. You have to see if this works. 70. Okay. So now, I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna take this guy and get rid of it. Watch this. Okay, delete that guy. He's done. Watch this. Right click, duplicate. Now I know I have the exact same amount of coordinate points right here in my Y's. Because for every X, it's got to be a Y, right? So here we go. So this guy is starting at, remember it started at 120. Okay, next guy down. And then you went to 115. And I went to 110. The Y's go to up, down, back down to 115. I'm going to start going down to 120. I'm just reading off my paper. 145. 160. 180. So let's check this. 90 is at 200. Yep. 9200. See this parallel guy? 9200. That's guys right. If you guys want, you can do this too. Make sure your numbers are. So that's your X, that's your Y, right? There's my 82. That's my Y. So just make sure these guys are, parallel to each other. Okay. So I am. So this guy was at 9200. 82, and then once again, it's right here. So you've got 82 at 220. Okay, 75 goes with 230. And then, yeah, once again, I've got the number right there. So I know I can look at it. 45 goes with 220. So it's real simple right here. That's why you copy and paste. 50 goes with 210. Okay, I'm doing the loop here. 210. Um, 80 goes with 150. 85 goes with 210. 90 goes with 220. 95 goes with 230. 120 goes with 250. Another 120 comes down to 265. And 110 goes with 280. 80 goes with 290. 290 goes to 75 goes to 300. And 70 goes to 335. Okay. Now, here we go. So you can delete this guy. Okay. Copy these guys because every coordinate has a heading. And there's your heading. There you go. Pull this guy out here. All right. And now we're ready to do headings. So this guy is starting at 0 degrees. This guy was going up at 45. And then he went up to 100. And then he went up to 145. So he's starting to turn left. 145 was going to 270. And then 270 goes to 315. 315 goes to another 315. And 315 goes back to 270. Diving downwards now, facing downwards. 270 goes to 270, 225, 180, 135. You're just doing like the direction and just figuring out like which way the guy's heading. 45 degrees, 150 degrees. Or no, I'm sorry, 315. Yeah, that's right. Now it's another 315. So he turned hard right there, like a right-hand turn. 315. It's like another 315. And 270. 270. 270. Flying at an angle here. Flying straight down, actually. And then 225. 200. 225. And flying straight down at 270. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we need to create a fly time in here. Okay. So start this guy at 0. Fly time. Set fly time +1. So you're gonna start the fly time. Fly time should be starting a little bit quicker. What are we doing? Yeah, 250. So this is going 4 frames per second. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be during a second. Okay, now the X's, what you're going to do here is you're going to get them from the list. Not pick random, select an item from the list. Okay, what list? The X coordinate list. Okay, and you want this to be the index. Copy that guy. This is going to be the Y's. Fly times the index. Copy this guy. And you're going to pull every one of these guys with the index, and the clock is running the index. This guy is head degrees value, fly time. There you go. So we could do the length of the list here, okay? Because I don't know how many you guys are going to have. So watch this right here. If, let's do an if fly time equals if your fly time equals the length of your list. What list is it? Any one of these. They're all the same length. So if it's 20, 30, 40, 50, if you just put one of these in here, then shut your fly time off. Trying to think, why do I have game times equal to 20 here? Turn the timer off. I think I was just running it for 20 seconds to let them fly. But now we're going to fly with the pattern here. So I really don't think we need that. Trash. This guy will start it. Tells it when to start. And this guy will tell it when to stop. This will turn it on. This will turn it off. It's good. There we go. So, yeah, that's how I took my paper, took these coordinates from my paper, put them in here. So I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're not doing an engineering design paper and you're not drawing this out, you are never, ever, ever, ever going to get this. But if you do what I say to do, and if you create an engineering design paper and you draw it out and you figure out these coordinates and you figure out these heading directions, it's not that hard to do. The engineering design paper makes this possible. I hope you've learned by now that you have to put your thoughts down on engineering design paper. All right, have a great day. I hope this helps. Comment below. Let me know you've watched the video. A lot of people are submitting Mini Galaga. That's fine. Please submit it with pictures take your phone out and take a picture of your engineering design paper, take a picture of your GUI, take a picture of your code blocks, including the number of blocks that you have. And it'd be great for you to send in a small video of it working. And now we could actually see the bee or the fly dive bombing, and submit that in an email with the 5 things you learned to me at richterd@butlertech.org, RICHTERD @butlertech.org. Hope this helps. We'll talk to you soon. Please email me directly if you have questions. We will talk to you soon. Bye.